Hello and welcome to Elastic Talk. This is a channel all about elastic watch bands. So this video is going to get into the overview of why I like elastic watch bands so much. So let's get right into it. So the number one reason I like elastic watch bands is their comfort. These things are super comfortable. I think they're as comfortable as you can get and still wear a watch. It's like wearing pajamas or a sweatshirt. It's just so comfortable. And that is the main reason that I primarily wear elastic watch bands. I really like that comfort. Okay, number two is really easy on and off. It's just instantaneous. Boom, it's off. Boom, it's on. So easy and fast. I love that. You know, in the real world, you often have to take your watch off, or you should. You're going to do some serious dishes, or you're going to get into some mud, or in a situation where you might scratch your watch up. Just take it off. It's fine. Take the watch off. Boom, super easy. You don't have to mess around with clasps or bracelets. Just boom, slide it right off. I love that. All right, next up. I really like the way elastic bands look. They're basically the ideal of a minimalist watch band. There's basically nothing on them. Now, I will concede it's not perfect for every situation and every person, but for me, I like that minimalist style. Okay, next up is no clacking on the laptop or desk. Man, I love this. There's just no metal down there. There's nothing to clack. Even a leather watch band will have a metal clasp, or a rubber watch band often will have a metal clasp on the bottom. And inevitably, that's going to dig into your desk or scrape up your laptop and your watch. No good. This solves that problem. Okay, next up is it's easy to adjust on the wrist. If the watch feels uncomfortable where it is, you can just slide it back a little bit. Wear it behind the bone, wear it on the bone, move it around during the day. So it's just quite easy to move around. You can even put it on your other wrist very quickly if your primary wrist needs a break. Okay, next up is breathable. These bands are breathable, but they will absorb sweat. And when that happens, you're going to need to wash them. However, these are very easy to wash. You just pop them off and hand wash them with some warm soap and water and let them dry, and you're good to go. Okay, next up is these watch straps are easy to change out for different colors or different sizes. They have a quick release spring bar, so it's quite easy to just pop those off and pop in a new band. You can change the color quite easily and do different styles and mix and match. It's great. Okay, now for the cons. The first con is that an elastic watch band is easier to swipe. One of the advantages is that it's very easy to take off, but the drawback of that is it's easier for someone else to take it off. Okay, next con is that it's only a casual look. I think that elastic watch bands look great, but it's definitely a more casual look. It doesn't look as fancy as leather or a metal bracelet, and there are times when you want those things, so it's not for everybody and it's not for every occasion. And the final con is that these elastic watch bands may not look good with watches that are designed for a bracelet. So I'm not talking about integrated bracelets, but I mean bracelets that attach with a spring bar. And so in those cases, you may be able to attach the elastic strap, but it might not look good because the case transition into the elastic strap is a little awkward. And the final point I want to talk about is who I think elastic watch bands are for. Like, who will benefit from these the most? And I would say the first group of people that would benefit is people that are sensitive. And by that, I mean kind of sensitive to physical discomfort. So for me, I've never really enjoyed wearing a watch. I always found it uncomfortable, tolerable, but not something I enjoyed. And elastic bands kind of got me over that. And now I really enjoy wearing my watches, and I don't really feel them as much, and they don't irritate me as much. So that's a big win. The next group of people I would say would really benefit from elastic bands are people with hairy arms like myself. Man, a metal bracelet can really rip out your arm hairs, and that's not a fun feeling. The next group of people that could benefit from elastic watch bands are people that need to wear a watch but might have a dirty job. Sometimes you just got to take your watch off. So, for people in jobs like that, I could imagine nursing or forestry, sometimes you just got to take your watch off. And so the elastic band makes that really quick and easy. And the final group of people that should look into elastic bands are people that just really like the way they look. Yeah, I kind of like elastic bands. I think they have a really clean aesthetic, and I'm sure other people feel the same way. Now, obviously, it's not for everyone, and it's not for every situation, but I think generally they look really good, and that could be a totally valid reason to check them out. All right. Well, thank you for tuning in to this first episode of Elastic Talk. I will be doing some additional videos that get into some of these details a little bit more in the future.